Hello everybody, it's me again, and today I wanted to do something a little different. So I've been playing Fredbear and Friends left to right, and I recently got past the game, but I saw a lot of you, you sucked at it. So what I wanted to do is that I wanted to create a guide for it. Now, in this guide, I'll be explaining tips, how to get endings, secrets of the game, and how to get past 720 mode. Now, if you clicked on this for another purpose, then I don't really know why would you want to watch this unless you enjoy my commentary. Please tell me you do. Anyway, so I'm going to guide you all through it. One beginner tip though, turn up your volume. I know a lot of you are a lot of wusses and you don't like to get your headphones blasted with jump scares, but listening for sound cues is important. So there's the more you turn up your volume, the least likely you'll get jump scared, and the more you turn it down, the more likely you get jump scared. I think the odds are better than that. Anyway, now let's get a room one. Alright, during room one, you have the front and a back view. The front view is the monitor, where basically you have 5 cameras, and the back view is has a table where you can hide under, and you can flash your light in. The goal for this night is to basically disable all the audio and video settings, but there's things you have to do. For Fredbear, he will appear behind you. Once he does, hide under the table for just one measly second and he'll be gone. You can just turn back and go to the audio and your monitor and just deactivate all that audio. Then for Prototype, once you'll see him on cam 3. So once you see him on cam 3, click and hold the light until he goes away. Now a tip for cam 3 for Prototype. Deactivate his audio and video last because that's the one you'll have to watch the most. Now, anyway, that's all you need to know for room 1. Now on to night 2. After collecting the items in the previous room, you then have to enter the next room, which is where your night begins. Your goal is to charge up the door to 100% and leave the building, although there are things you need to do that'll stop you from progressing. Max is an animatronic that'll appear in the curtains. Once his head pops up, press the Max button, or the button, really. But then there is a difficulty in tackling down the door and Max, so here's a strategy I invented. Once you get in the room, charge the door until you hear a curtain moving. Keep charging for 3 more seconds, then go back to the curtain and shine the light until his head pops up. His head will pop up quickly because you waited those 3 seconds. Once his head pops up, then press the button and then go back and repeat that again until you completed your objective, and then you leave the building. Test room 1 is like the FNAF 4 room. Your goal is to crawl out of the vent and escape the room, although there are other things you have to do. Nightmare Mouseki will appear at one of the 2 doors. Once you hear a slight muffled noise, go to one of the doors and hyper flash him quickly before he gets you. And then for the wind-up toy, I don't know his name yet, so I'm going to call him Jazzrat, because he looks jazzy. Please laugh at my jokes. Anyway, what you do to him is that you wind up the toy. I don't know for how long, but just for a little while. I invented a strat to get down, so you can open the vents, because the vent also closes slowly as well. So what you do basically is that you wind up the mouse toy or Jazzrat 4 to 5 clicks, and then you open the vent. And then once you open it, you hear a muffled noise. Hyper flash, wind up the toy 4 or 5 clicks, open the vent, muffled noise, hyper flash, 4 or 5 clicks, vent opening. You get the idea. That's just a quick strat that I made to help you guys out. It really helped me out, and I hope it helps you out too. Anyway, now on to test room 2. Test Room 2 is basically the FNAF 3 area, and basically the goal in this room is to survive for 6 minutes, which is thankfully a lot less than 6 hours. So the first animatronic I'll tell you who to deal with is Freddy. Freddy will appear on most of the cameras, but tip number 1, you don't have to watch those cameras except for the 2 vent cameras. Freddy will appear in the hallway in front of you before he goes in the vent. You could have a staring contest with him, but you could just be rude and not bother with that. You could check for Bonnie and Foxy, which is who I'll get to now. Bonnie will appear behind you. Once you see his face come up really close to you, just put the fan on because he just doesn't like it and he'll go away. Foxy, he'll appear in the hallway. He may hide behind Freddy like a wuss he is, and just turn off the light and then turn it back on. That's all you need to do. And now going back to the vents, when Freddy comes in the vent, then you have to deactivate him. Same goes for Chica. When she's in the vent, then just deactivate it. That's all you really need to do. You just keep doing this and survive for 6 minutes. Oh, and tip number 2, keep toxicity below 20% because you don't want to rise too much. It's better to keep it below there. Trust me. Just keep the gas mask on for almost the whole game, and you'll be fine. Anyway, now we're going on to the final test. So get your butts prepared because this is going to be a long one. Welcome to the final test. Your goal during the final test is to lead the suit to the upper office. How do you do that? Well, first, the cameras he appears on are 5, then 1B, then cam 3, then 2A and 2B, or 4A and 4B. He also appears on cam 6 or 7, and I'll tell you why. If you press the return button, that's how he goes to the upper office. Press the return buttons when his eyes are not glowing. If his eyes are glowing, then you failed. Not entirely, though. If you fail to press return on cams 2A and 2B or 4A and 4B, then he'll go to cam 6 or 7. Go to one of those cams and press return, and he'll reset to cam 1B. Although if his eyes are glowing on cam 1B, then he will go to the left doorway. He won't kill you immediately, but when he's gone from cam 1B, press return again so we can reset his pattern. Now what you have to do are the security animatronics. They will get in your way. I'll tell you how to do it. Well, let me see. Freddy, just put the paper over his head so he doesn't see your hideous face. Not your hideous face, the night guards, of course. For Bonnie, just get the things and shock his nips. For Fredbear, just refresh the page so you don't see him. We'll refresh the monitor so quickly, or else he'll disable every cam. You gotta refresh it individually, which is a real pain. Once you completed it, then voila, your night is complete. But once you get the tragic ending, you see that tragic ending, and you see those arrows on the bottom left. What could that mean? Don't tell anybody, but there's a secret ending, and that's what I'll be getting to. Stay right in. The secret ending is actually pretty easy to get. First, you want to start a new game. And then, before you go into the door to collect the items, turn to the left and go into that hallway. You'll find a secret keypad, and that's when the 2 mini-games come in, because they'll give you the codes. The Golden Comet will give you 1975 for the first one, and for Sneaky Guy, the arrows and the tragic ending will help you find the secret room, and on the bottom right, it's 32. Once you get those, type in 321975. Then, once you enter that in, you'll find an item. Click on it, and then just continue the night until just continue the game until you complete the final test. Once you complete that, quickly press the button down below you, and then just press shock or advance or whatever on the suit. And then that's how you get the ending. That's how you get the secret ending. And now, then you go into the extra menus, and then there's another thing called Insane Mode. What is Insane Mode? I'll get right to it. Now, Insane Mode is just basically a Test Room 2, but a lot harder. There is a strat that someone found out, and I'll be telling you it. So the strat is to, when you enter the room, just deactivate all ventilation, because that's when you can only focus on Foxy and Bonnie. Remember that Bonnie and Foxy will appear sometimes at close to the same time or at the same time. So remember which ones to deal with first. I recommend Foxy first, and also remember Foxy may hide behind Freddy like a scaredy cat he is, or a wuss. It's really that much. That's how you get past insane mode, really. Well, those are the tips to learn how to get past it. And now, going on to the Custom Night Basics. Hello everybody, welcome to Custom Night Basics. Now, I'll be going through each character or characters as I go through. First character is Timothy. He'll appear on the right. Once you see him with your flashlight, just press the spacebar to hyperflash. Tip number 1 for him, just press URL and space at the same time so you can instantly get him. Do this whenever you're going to look for him. It's very helpful. Anyway, next character is Prototype. Prototype will appear from the left hallway looking like he has seen a lot of stuff. Anyway, once you see him, just hold down the light and wait until he disappears. Roger in suit. Roger will appear on the right. Once you see him, just wind his toy up for 3 clicks. Suit will appear on the bottom left monitor. Once you see him on one of the 2 cams, just press advance. And for the securities, cover up Freddy's face and the top left cam. Security Bonnie will be on the top right one. Just shock his pepperonis. And for Fredbear, security Fredbear, he'll appear on He'll appear on the top right, top left, or bottom left. Just refresh the cam so he just doesn't kill you. That's all you really need to know for the Custom Night Basics. And so, you made it to 720 mode. Well, good luck. Well, if you're going to do it alone, of course. Don't worry, though, because I'm here to help you. I invented a strat that's going to be for the first 5 transmissions, because I believe that's what people have the hardest in doing. So, here's the strat. So, when you enter the game, end transmission 1 immediately. And then once Security Bonnie appears on the top right monitor, shock him, and then end transmission 2. And then what you want to do is deal with everybody else. Go to the left, get Prototype, get someone in the middle, with the monitors. Go to the right, hyperflash Timothy, and then when Roger comes, just click it 3 times, the 3 clicks, and then you end transmission 3. Now the next wave won't involve Roger. So after you do most of the characters, before you do Prototype, end transmission 4, and then do him. Now for the next wave, Prototype won't appear, but Roger will. And once he does appear, just end Roger and then end transmission 5, and then go to the next one. That's all you really need to do, though, or you really need to know, because that's the first 5 quick things you can do. The first 5 transmissions are really hard to do because they take a lot of time to do. The next 5, though, they're easy to do. Now, hopefully, I hope this helped you for 720 mode, and let's just get on to the ending. So, you did it. You beat the game. What now? Well, I didn't really plan this far, so you're just gonna have to wait through me. Yep. This is the ending. Hope you are enjoying this ending screen. It should end any minute now.